Smoke is quieting down. Seems like we've got to a lot of the smoke. Dub, you got smoke?
Mel 4 doing her thing out here. Let's check the files.
Melyssa Ford.
I want to preface all my answers with the fact that I am a progressive traditionalist.
And let me
I will say that vulnerability is a superpower.
Yeah.
It really is. It is just a reframing of your mind as to what vulnerability actually, because I was there with you at one point. There was a point in which I could never let anybody see a crack in the facade. Never let anybody see you shook. And I was dying inside. I've been in this industry for a really long time. And as a woman, a black woman, to have survived in this industry, the most misogynistic industry, I think, in the world, I am not without my scars. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a long time to realize that vulnerability was my superpower. When I ran from it for so long, it was rooted in so much shame in letting people know that I was not perfect. I felt like I had to portray perfection at every turn. Probably different reasons than you have, but I have discovered that vulnerability is my superpower, and boy, does it takes the weight off my shoulders of having to always be performative. You know what I'm saying? And it endears you to people as well. That's the other thing, and you find your tribe.
So, Melyssa Ford been killing it out here. She did an interview with Angie Martinez and also is speaking at other outlets such as Listen to Black Woman since being on the Joe Budden podcast. In the last couple of months, she has been opening up and becoming more dynamic, and she has been finding her voice. Melyssa Ford has been through a lot in the last couple of years that people don't really talk about. She had to get back in touch with things. She had an accident which gave her some brain issues, and also the loss of her mom. Those two things I couldn't even imagine dealing with. So when people try to kick her back in, I wonder if they ever put themselves in her shoes. She really does well when sitting across or next to other women in the media space that I have noticed. Every time, she's on the Joe Budden podcast and a female guest pulls up, Mel connects with them. All of them. We get to see more of her. When it's just the guys, she does her best, but we can see the difference. I want you guys to check out these files. Look at the files.
But I like when the baddies come through. I love when the baddies come through.
All we gotta do is bring a couple baddies through, remind her who she is, who she'd be. Let her get in that bag, older 70s pinup model type bag, little turtleneck.
I'll take it.
Come on, man.
Hey.
Ish is an Aaliyah fan now.
athletes, they all got them a white woman, and that's fine.
There's a whole movement called Passport Bro.
This is what I mean.
Oh, God. It goes to Ebony's point about black women being fed the narrative that you got to take what you can get, that you're the lowest on the totem pole in terms of attractiveness, and that black men are actively saying, I do not want a black woman. I am going to go to another country to find another ethnicity or race of women because I deem them to be more attractive. I deem them to have more traditional values, bow to me.
Submissive.
And,
find them to do what, though?
To marry them.
You see right there? That's Big Mel. Big Mel. All a woman give her that respect. From the Joe Budden guests, Angie Martinez, Ebony K. Williams, L'Oreal, and much more. From the stripper chicks to the business execs. She's taking a leading role, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? When she is around other women, she poses as dynamic. She's a girl's girl. She even said it. She like when the baddies are around. You can see Mel more, in my opinion, when other women are in the room. I would love a spin-off show, maybe with the JBP, or even a show where Mel has another woman with her to discuss topics. I believe she is starting to unfold a lot more and understanding her superpowers, which is great. Mel, keep it up. What y'all think in the comments? Y'all want to see a Mel Ford spin-off by herself, something, talk show Mel? Drop it in the comments. We're going to be back with the files.